Assalamu alaikum and good morning, my dear students. I am Professor Dr. A.B.M. Omar Farooq, Head, Department of Anatomy, Basundhara Addin Medical College. Today, my topic is glands. In this session, we will discuss the following subtopics: definition of the glands, principles of structures of the gland, classifications with examples of gland, and gross structures of the gland. First of all, glands are epithelial derivatives which elaborate secretion. Definition: a gland is a cell or organ of secretion made of a specialized secretory cell derived from surface epithelium on which it opens. Structure of the gland. Basically, gland has two chief component or chief structural components. Number one is parenchyma, which is the main secretory component of the gland. Another is stroma, is a connective tissue structures. The stroma separates the gland's secretory granules or secretory substance in different lobules by connective tissue septa. Classification of the glands. Glands are classified into different way, but histologically the glands are classified according to presence of duct or not. According to presence of duct, the glands are classified into exocrine, has duct, endocrine has no duct. Exocrine glands also have two subtypes: unicellular gland, multicellular gland. The one and only example of unicellular gland is goblet cell. Single cell acts as a gland, numerously present in large intestine and also some in trachea. Multicellular gland. There are various differentiation, various classification subtypes of multicellular gland. Then endocrine gland. Endocrine gland has two subtypes, cord or clump type. Majority of the glands are in this type, and follicular type. Follicular type is chief example is thyroid gland, and cord or clump type is adrenal gland. Now, classification of exocrine gland. Exocrine gland may be classified into various way. Number A, based on number of the duct, simple and compound. Simple gland has only one duct. Compound gland has minor and major ducts. Simple gland is also subtypes into three types: simple tubular, simple alveolar, simple tubular. Simple tubular means the duct is straight and tube-like. Simple alveolar means the duct of this gland is wine glass appearance or pitcher shaped. A combination of these two types is tubalvular. In compound type of glands also is also three subtypes. Among the simple tubular, there are another two subtypes: simple tubular coiled, simple tubular straight. Simple tubular coiled is a main example is the Schwann gland. Next, classification of the exocrine gland according to mode of secretion. The secretion made by the gland, how they excrete, which pattern they follow from secretion of the gland. According to this criteria, the gland may be classified into three types: holocrine, apocrine, merocrine gland. We know that in a gland there are some secretory granules, secretory substance. During secretion, only secretory materials is excrete. But in case of holocrine gland, whole the gland, whole the cell membrane and cytoplasm dissolve into the secretion. So, whole the gland is diminished in such type of gland. So, holocrine gland is a best example, sebaceous gland. Then apocrine gland. Apocrine gland is only apical portion of cell membrane and cytoplasm is secreted during the secretion. Best example is mammary gland. And next, marrocline gland. Marrocline gland is the ideal gland. Only secretory substance secreted during secretion, other structures of the cell is restored like liver, pancreas. Our next classification of exocrine gland is based on nature of secretion. The secreted substance, what is the nature of this secretion? According to this criteria, glands are subdivided into three types: serous gland, mucous gland and seromucous. In serous gland, the secretion is water-like secretion, watery secretion. Example is parotid gland, lacrimal gland. In mucous gland, the secretion is thick and sticky. Only example is goblet cell. Secretion of goblet cell is mucus. And last one is seromucous. Seromucous means some cells are serous, some cells are mucus, and centroacinar cell is present in case of that. So, seromucous gland present in our body, it is called submandibular salivary gland and sublingual salivary gland. Another classification of glands we have to know, there is according to development. We know the epithelial tissue derived from all three germ layers. Glands is the epithelial derivatives. So, all glands may arise from either ectoderm or mesoderm or endoderm. So, there are three types of gland according to development. Ectodermal glands are parotid gland, mammary gland. Mesodermal glands are kidney, testes, ovary. And endodermal glands are glands of GIT like liver, pancreas, intestinal glands. All arise from endoderm. There are another special type of glands we have to know, that is cytogenic gland. Cyto means cell, the glands who secrete cell. Cells secreted by glands, they are called cytogenic gland, like testes, ovary. Although they are mixed gland, developed from mesoderm, they have another criteria, they are called cytogenic gland. Cytogenic gland means cell secreted by gland. We know testes secrete spermatozoa. Spermatozoa is a sex cell of male sex cell. Ovary secretes female sex cell. We called it ovum. So, cell secreted by gland, it is called cytogenic gland. And last topics for today, functions of the gland. In a single word, glands are born to secretion. Epithelial tissue which covered our body is called cavalic epithelium. Epithelial tissue which secretes is called glandular epithelium. But there are some specific function, there are some specialization about the gland. We can say glands are born to synthesize, storage and secretion of our body. Thank you all. Thank you for your patience. That's all my session. Assalamu alaikum.